Hi. Okay. So it's been a while. Um I cut my hair. Well, I didn't cut my hair, somebody else cut my hair for me, but I got my hair cut. So it's a lot lighter. Um Happy autumn. Happy fall. Happy autumn, fall. Which season do you think it is? I have a wonderful little cup of, it's not hot. I have a wonderful little cup of tea with me today. Cheers. Mm-hmm. Raspberry. I love raspberry tea. I love tea in general. I'm more of a tea person in the colder months. Oh, I hope you didn't just hear me do a little burp. But in the colder months, I like to have tea before bed, either hot or cold. Excuse me. It is much needed. Give me 1 second. Oh my god. Yeah. Ooh. I have been running with this cough for a month and a half. Easily. A month and a half. I'm struggling to talk half the time, and my job is to talk. Well, not really to talk. My job is to manage people. I say that loosely. At the moment, my job is to manage people. And it's hard because I also have to talk to a lot of people. And my day is just constantly talking. Sometimes, and I'm a huge, I'm like an introvert. I know that sounds crazy. Maybe not. Maybe it doesn't sound crazy. But I'm a pretty big introvert. And so when it comes to talking to people, I'm like, and I have to do it. I have to do it to make money. That's just how this works. So, of course, I'm going to talk to people. But some people come to my job, and I see these people all the time. And they talk to me every single day. And I'm like, I have nothing new to tell you. I have nothing new to say. But I just make small talk because, some people just really need that. And I get it. So I'll be like, oh, hey, what's up? How's it going? But by the time I'm done, I'm like, my voice is killing me. And I didn't get any work done, really. I just chatted with people, which is fine. I'll take that. I'll take it. It's fine. But yeah, it's been a moment. I was going to do this. I have such commitment issues to things. Don't mind this. It's just a little plasticky thing I'm playing with. Ignore it. Just feeling fidgeting right now. Why do I do that face? I'm squinting. Oh. Anyways. What was I saying? Oh, fidgety plastic thing. No, I'm using that so I can think, sometimes you gotta have something in your hand to think. Do you remember fidget spinners? I remember fidget spinners, and I never bought a fidget spinner. I never buy these trendy toys or items. I always get gifted them. I got gifted a Labubu. I never bought a Labubu. I've been gifted 2, actually. I was gifted 6 fidget spinners back when those came out, and never once was I compelled to buy one. They just kind of came to me. So, but they were fun. They were fun. And then people had all sorts of little fidgety type things that they would, pull it out and fling it around or whatever, or buttons and little tabs on it. They were of the time, I guess. Kind of how you have silly bands or something along those lines. It's just of the time, and everybody's gonna have it. Right now, everybody has Labubus and little charms all over their purses, which I'm unbothered by. I don't really care if you have them or not. because like it doesn't matter to me, you know? Like I'm very grateful that I was thought of and people bought them for me. I don't think I'd necessarily buy them personally, but I do have my own like purse charms that I've been rocking, but also a lot of them were either made for me or again like purchased for like a birthday or Christmas or something. So yeah, I'm just like what was I saying? Oh my god, it's bad, guys. It's bad. You think listening to me is bad? Imagine me where I'm like, "Oh, hey, I got to make these videos. I want to like talk and ramble." And I'm like, "I need to remember to do that." And then the next day comes and I'm like, "What was I trying to remember?" You know, like, and I forget. I'm just forgetful. Like I forget a lot of things. I have so many like notepads and like note-taking apps and notes. I'm not even in school. And I've got like pens, highlighters, markers, notepads, sticky notes. Like I'm like trying to remember to like do certain things. Otherwise, I'm gonna forget. Like if it's not written down somewhere, I'm just probably gonna forget it. Yeah. Yeah, that happens a lot. It happens a lot. And I hate that. I hate being forgetful because I'm like, I don't like to be the person that does things last minute. But sometimes I am. And I'm like, I should have planned that ahead. But I have so many things that I do and that like I'm planning and thinking about. Like there's a lot going on up here. Maybe not like up here, but like on the side here, there's a lot going on. And hang on, I want another little sip of my tea. Hang on, just wait a moment, okay? So speaking of like trending things that were trending and people did and had, I think this was either last year or the year before, but people were getting permanent jewelry. So like they would get like a bracelet or something that, yeah, it was like last year. So they would get like jewelry like sealed on them. Does that make sense? Like they use like the little burner and they like melt it or something. They assemble it on them, but you know what I mean? Like it's the point of the jewelry is that you don't take it off. Like either necklaces, bracelets, anklets, waist bands or beads or something like that. Like there was a very trending moment and I always thought it was cool, but I'm not willing to spend that much money on putting a piece of jewelry on my body forever. So because I'm a little thrifty girl, okay, like I'm a little thrifty, I'm like I could do it. I'm a DIY kind of girl, okay, I did it myself. Yep, I've had this on for maybe a month. I have a bunch of jewelry. I love my jewelry. Let me just show you something. So like I love wearing jewelry. I have a bunch of little jewelry things over here. Let's see if I can find one while I'm talking to y'all about it. So if I get jewelry, cheap, thrifted, brand new, whatever, what I've noticed is that I don't like this. Okay, of course I took out the entire jewelry box. Like damn, come on now. Well, let me see if I can get one. So there's like these little end pieces. You know what? I don't even know why I'm looking through here because like I took them all off. So like at the end part of your necklaces, there's like the clasp and then there's like the little thing that the clasp onto. And then sometimes there's like a dangly extra piece of like chain or whatever. And I don't like that. I don't like that hanging on my back. I don't know if that's like just for cheap jewelry or what, but I don't like that dangly chain. I get it's supposed to be for you to like adjust the necklace size if you want to like make it bigger, make it shorter, whatever. I don't like it. It irritates me. So I actually take my little handy dandy pliers and my little cutters, and I cut them off. And I just kind of like readjust the little hook in the back so that it's just the like clasp, and then like the little thing that with the hole, the thing for it to go, clamp onto. So, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. So I'll do that, and I'll have all these little pieces of chain left over, and I'm like, what am I going to do with these? Sometimes I use them for like little odd projects. You know what? Let me see if I can maybe get this one. Nope, it's okay. It's fine. I don't need to get it. Maybe I do. You know what? Can I get it? I would really love to show you guys. I'm a visual person, you see. I want to show. So like this. Right? Cute little brooch moment. The chain on here is like not originally on there. It's from older necklaces, which I think is just really cool. But yeah, that's what I usually use it for. And I had this one piece from like a really cheap necklace that I got from Target in the clearance section like 2 years ago. If you guys hear my dog making weird noises, she's scratching her ear. Sometimes it feels really good for her, and she goes like, ah, wah. And I'm like, girl, it doesn't feel that good. Gee, maybe it does. I don't know. But anyways, so I was like looking at it, and I was like, okay, I have this like extra necklace piece. What am I gonna do with it? I'm like, So I just made myself like a little DIY permanent bracelet. Again, had it on for a while. It really like doesn't irritate me at all. It's so small and dainty. I love it. I think it's really cute. And I'm glad that I did it after the trend is done, and I did it on my own dime, because like I saw those reels of girls getting it done in like Italy or New York, and I'm like, $60, 200 pesos, no. 500 euros, I don't even know, I'm making it up. I'm making up numbers now, but you get the point. The point is I'm not paying for all that. So good. Whoa. It got darker. That's okay. It's okay. One of my lights turned out. That's okay. That happens sometimes. It happens. Are we still here? You can still see me. I have like 5 lamps going on in my house right now. Like I have like a candle burner. I have like 3 over here, 1 back there. That actually used to be in my bedroom. And one of my friends came over and she was like, your house is great, don't get me wrong, but your living room is so dark because we don't have an overhead light in the living room. We have one in the like coffee station area, but it doesn't really reach that far because there's like a drop down on the wall ceiling piece that kind of blocks the light from coming in here. So I have a lamp that has like 3 bulbs on it, and it does produce a lot of light, but still this like back corner was always just so dark, and I don't know, I really wanted it to have more life, so I just kind of took this from my bedroom, which I got this lamp for free, by the way, because people throw away lamps near my neighborhood, and I'm like, hey, I'll take that. I don't mind. Also, I'm on a wheelie chair right now, so that's fun. Yeah. But yeah, for free, free 99 on the side of the road. On the side of the road, though. So, I mean, if you don't want to go get it on the side of the road, I mean, shit, go buy it. But, like, that, the very nice lamp. It's got, like brass detailing on it. It's very nice. I love when people throw things away, like on the side of the street, not in a trash can. I see you. You want me to take that. You want me to take it. And you know what? I applaud you for that. I don't know if it's this one or this one. Let me know if I'm doing that wrong. I just learned about this. Is it this one? What if I like interchange it? Ooh, I like that. That's kind of new. Maybe it's not. Maybe you guys are doing it. By you guys, I mean the younger generation. I don't know if you guys are actually watching this. I'm 28 currently, so if you are watching this and you're younger than me, congrats. You are the up and coming generation, and you have to educate us old heads about all this new stuff, because I don't know about the 6-7. I don't know about the Labubu Dubai chocolate performative man. I don't know about that stuff. Well, actually I do now, but I just don't pay attention. I don't pay attention when these things, I mean, I'll see it, but I'm not like tuned in, you know? You gotta just roll with your own boat once you get older, right? And if you're older than me, you know what I'm talking about. At some points in life, you just go, either you do it or you don't. You know, you're like, maybe I'll partake in a trend, maybe I'll partake in a fashion choice or a style that I like at the moment that's doing its rounds. But I mean, like, ooh. Didn't realize I still had water in there. That's nice to know. When you ever leave water bottles around and you're like, did I drink all of that? Did I drink all of that? Is there still ice in there? There's not ice in that one, but that's okay. Who needs ice? Who needs it? What else did I want to say? There's so many things. It's fall/autumn, and I typically get really, really, really cold all throughout the year. So regardless, you're going to see me in a sweater. You're going to see me wearing long sleeve, turtleneck, sweater dress, whatever, oversized hoodies, you name it. I'm going to be wearing it year round. But recently, I don't know what's changed. Maybe I'm intaking more iron. Maybe my multivitamins are working. But I've been feeling warm, not sick warm, but just like warmer, like my body temperature is warmer. Hopefully that's not a bad sign, but I feel warmer all the time, and so I don't really have to layer as much as I usually do when it turns into autumn/fall. Right now I'm fine in like shorts, which is kind of crazy because you would never catch me in shorts in fall at like nighttime. But I mean, I'm wearing shorts right now and it's a lot of fun. This is how normal people feel. Like, ooh. Again, maybe I'm just intaking more iron. Maybe my multivitamins are actually not a placebo and they're helping. But, I mean, yeah, I'm really excited. I love watching new shows and new movies, especially if I'm already a fan of either said series or movies or continuations or like the same people working on a previous project where like I enjoyed that work and they're working on this one. I love like being excited for new things coming out. And a lot of movies. I've seen a lot of good movies this past year. A lot of good shows. And it just must be really hard. Because I'm looking at this stuff, right? And I'm like, okay, they had to take time to like storyboard, design. And I know there's like a person for every step of the way, right? When they come, especially when it comes to like animation or like movies where they're like very intricate like, characters and designs and sets and all that. I'm just so amazed at the level of creativity and execution sometimes. You know, I'm really staring at things and I'm like, wow, that's like something we created. Like not me, but you know, not you and not me, but like people in general made that. That's really cool. I think it's really sick. And if you haven't thanked your animators, graphic design artists, friends, people who do art of any medium, you should just thank them for what they do, because without them we wouldn't have a lot of stuff. And it's really important that they continue creating, because then we get to enjoy things. And if you don't have these creative people and you take away all of this, when they, I'm a little hurt. So my high school actually cut a lot of supplies to the art programs that we had, whether that be the theater or actual art courses. A lot of students had to provide their own resources, and that caused a lot of people pain, because not everybody has money for art supplies. And I get it, it's expensive for the schools, but they recently have cut art classes completely. And I think that is the dumbest move you could ever do for a small town high school. And I say small town with a little asterisk, just because it isn't as small as it used to be. It used to be way smaller where I grew up. But that's where you get your true creative artist from, is these small towns. Like, you think, oh, it's the people in New York and LA, and that's the creative people. And there are creative people there, don't get me wrong. But it's these small towns in nowhere where you have these kids who are shelling out art on the daily, and maybe they're posting it online, maybe they're just keeping it in their sketchbook, but that's where you get these artists. And I'm one of them. I wouldn't consider myself super great, but creative, I'm creative, right? So, and I grew up around a lot of these people who I'm like, oh my God, you're an amazing artist. And they're like, no, I'm not. The teachers all say, no, shut up about the teachers. I am your audience. I will be buying your art. I will be paying your Ko-fi, coffee, link thing, whatever. I will be doing that. I will be supporting you, because this is crazy. And I've always been a fan of just seeing people express themselves. And I grew up in a small town, and seeing these people around me who are creatives continue on, either fully engaged in art projects, jobs, careers, whatever, or they just simply kind of tone it back, tone it down, but you still see some elements of the passion that they had, and it's just sad sometimes, because you see the things that, we didn't have a huge art program, but we had teachers that cared, and we had a lot of students that cared about other students and would donate supplies. There was always somebody who was willing to help out, and it really built this sense of community amongst the small town artists. It's frustrating to see that they cut music programs and arts and fine arts and dance and all these things that are deemed not important until you need them. So they'll cut the funding for these programs, but they'll go home and watch Bob's Burgers on repeat. Does it make sense? What I'm saying? You're killing the next generation who is going to be supplying you with what you like to consume. You understand that, right? It's duh. I don't know. For me personally, I always wanted to become an art teacher, and I don't think I'll really ever get that chance, which is fine. I've chose certain career paths that I guess I more align with, but I would have loved to be this is such a crazy dream. If I was a person that won the lottery, I would just buy hella art supplies and just drop it off at like little small town middle schools and high schools. Here, 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 and just not say a word. That would be like the ultimate dream for me. And I just it's so crazy. It's so crazy. The bagel shop. I live like a couple blocks away from a bagel shop, and they have this girl, and she's a crazy good artist, but like not in the typical sense, where you'd be like, oh, she's gonna go to like a fine art school in New York. Like, she's probably not. She's probably gonna go to a local college, a community college, and then maybe if she wants to transfer to a 4-year school and get her degree, or maybe she won't go to college at all. But she's like a high school student, and she's got her drawings in the bagel shop framed on the wall. Of course, her parents are like super proud of her, right? They're like, oh my God, my daughter's art. And I'm just going in for a bagel, and I look and I'm like, oh my God. Like, this is like shoujo level, like manga artistry. I was like, what? That's insane. And it's like done in like pen and crayon. And I'm looking at her and I'm like, are you going to a school for animation or you're going to pursue an art degree? And she's like, I don't know yet. And I'm like, you need to do something. You need to apply, or maybe you don't. But don't stop creating. Like, don't stop. Don't stop. Yeah, don't stop creating. Like, keep going. And I made sure to tell her that because I don't think they hear that enough. I definitely didn't hear it enough, and I didn't continue on with the arts because it just really got like super bad for me. Like I was really told not to pursue that because it wouldn't be like a viable career. It can be a viable career now, like it's having its moment where people are appreciating it more and more and more. And if you play your cards right, you can really do something. You think these people just came and made a show and animated it and then that was it? No, like there was thought. Not every show, not every movie, but there's like thought and process and design and there's something there that allows them to do this, right? It's money, but you know what I mean? Like it's these companies. And they give so much to be able to create and share with us and give these things to us. And I'm just so grateful. And, let me just thank the people who are artists. Okay. Thank the people who are artists. They do so much that we don't even really think about. We just look and enjoy and consume, and you have to look beyond that sometimes. You have to say like, oh my God, this is like what this person is, like they're doing it for an audience. They're doing it like, it's crazy. Taking a sip of my tea. If that made sense, if you got the general vibe of that topic, just support artists in any way that you can, whether that be financially or like sharing or liking or whatever, like or going to your local bagel shop and being like, girl, don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on your dreams. Like just do something. Just thank them, please, so they don't lose their spirit. Oh, please. I don't want this next generation of artists to lose their spirit and to be told that they can't make a career out of doing what they're good at. No matter what happens with the school programs and in this country, just please support the next generation in any way that you can, artists of all generations even, but specifically these younger generations, they have a lot coming. They have a lot coming. And I say that as somebody who's not even 30 years old. there's just so much more coming, and it's gonna keep coming. It's not gonna stop. So just, do what you can. All right. Ooh, it's a little tart. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, man. Sometimes I think I need like a moment of silence between thoughts. A lot of my thoughts just kind of go, and then like I'm blowing things away. Like I'm like, ah, da, 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 da. It's like, okay, Ronnie, okay, you are talking so much. Like, just like give it a breath, girl. So I'm taking my moment, and I'm like, I'm breathing. You feel me? Like, let's just all breathe together. Ready? One more time. It's great. It's great. Yeah. I don't know. Oop, sounds like my laundry is done. I just heard the little doot, 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 doot. Like, the little, whatever. It's fine. You guys can't hear it. I don't think you can. Regardless, I think I have done what I set out to do. I set out to sit here and do this, and now I did this, and I did a little bit more of this, and now I'm gonna do this. I'm not Italian, but like, is this offensive to do? I don't know, but it's really cool. Like, hands are just really cool. I think that's all I have. I don't think I have any more thoughts, which is odd because I usually have so many. But yeah, it's been a minute. It has been a minute. And it might be another minute. It might be another minute before I come back and do another one. I just like to have my home empty and quiet when I do these because I just get agitated when like there's a bunch of noise. I'm like, shut up. I'm recording, But and I get shy. If somebody hears me, or if my dog is like, play with me. I'm like, okay, I gotta go play with you. So, yeah, I think that's it. Thank you guys for coming back. If you're coming back, if this is your first time, maybe check out the other ones before you, I promise I'm usually more talkative, but yeah, another yap sesh for the books is done. You guys have a wonderful night. I think it's teenagers. I don't know if you just heard that. There was a huge scream just now. I hope they're okay. It's, that's what I'm talking about. Like, there's just so many things that happen. Anyways, ending it here. That's all done. Okay. Yap sesh done. Thank you very much. Have a great night. Have a good evening. Have a good morning. Arrivederci. What does arrivederci mean? I don't know. I don't know what I'm on about. Okay. Bye. Thank you.